crying over the death of such a little boy, which not only is the death of a little boy, but it was a moment of crisis for humanity. That in such a situation, in such a world where we are talking about cosmopolitanism, where we are talking about universal justice, we see that wars and battles across the world made people homeless and continue to make people homeless who have no way but to flee their own country and visit some other. So I hope the image is ready. So here we can all remember the image of this particular boy being drowned in the sea, and uh, his body was moved away to the shore of that sea. So now this image somehow inspired author and somehow provoked the writer to write something about this inhuman conditions, this inhuman situation in the history of humanity. And that is what he wrote, The Seafarer. So he imagines in this novel, in this story, or in this short story, or in this illustrated fiction, a father. And that father is whose father? Father is Alan Kurdi. So now let us go to the text. Now, the book begins with some pictures, and all the text of the book are accompanied by some pictures. So here we have the first uh, poetic stanza, poetic, uh, poetic passage of the book, which reads, "My dear Marwan, in the long summers of childhood, when I was a young boy, the age you are now, your uncles and I spread our mattress on the roof of your grandfather's farmhouse outside of homes. We woke in the mornings to the stirring of olive trees in the breeze, to the bleating of your grandmother's goat, the clanking of her cooking pots, the air cool and the sun, pale ream of persimmon to the east. We took you there when you were a toddler. You have shortly aged memory of your mother, the trip, showing you a herd of cows grazing in a field blown through with a wild house. Wish you had not been so young. You would not have forgotten the farmhouse, the suits of its stone walls, creek where your uncles and I built a thousand boyhood camps. I wish you remembered homes as I do, Marwan, in its building old city, a mosque for us Muslims, a church for our Christian neighbors, and a grand soap for us all to haggle over gold pendants and quick produce in bridal dresses. I wish you remembered the crowded lanes smelling of fried kibbe and the evening walks we took with your mother around Rock South Square. But that life, that time, seems like a dream now, even to me, like some long dissolved rumor. First came the protest, then the seas, the skies spitting bombs, salvation, burials. These are the things you know. You know a bomb crater can be made into a swimming hole. You have learned dark blood is better news than bright. You have learned that mothers and sisters and classmates can be found in narrow gaps between concrete, bricks, and exposed beams. Little patches of sunlit skin shining in the dark. Your mother is here tonight, Marwan, with us on this cold and moonlit beach, among the crying babies and the women worrying in tongues we don't speak. Afghans and Somalis and Iraqis and Eritreans and Syrians, all of us impatient for sunrise, all of us in dread of it, all of us in search of home. I have heard it said we are the uninvited, we are the unwelcome. We should take our misfortune. elsewhere. But I hear your mother's voice over the tide, and she whispers in my ear, "Oh, but if they saw, my darling, even half of what you have, if only they saw, they would have, or they would say kinder things, surely." And look at your profile in the glow of this three-quarter moon, my boy. Your eyelashes like calligraphy, closed in, guileless. I said to you, hold my hand. Nothing bad will happen. These are only words. Father's tricks. It slays your father, your faith in him. Because all I can think tonight is how deep the sea, and how vast, how indifferent, how powerless I am to protect you from it. All I can do is pray. Pray God steers the vessel through when the shores slip out of eyeshot, and we are a fly speck in the heaving waters, pitching and tilting, easily swallowed. Because you are precious cargo, Marwan, the most precious there ever was. I pray the she, inshallah, knows this. Inshallah.